Welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Sacramento State Hornets. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Bobcats head coach before the game. He knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Running inside, it's Jenkins. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll run it again. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Moses. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Sparks. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires left side, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game. You're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet. Get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
So now it's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. Might have a chance. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Might as well. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The negative play leaves them with second and 12. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sacramento St. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. A little release to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Jenkins. Here's a little room there. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the wildcat.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Jackson will throw. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On the ground, it's Jenkins. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. And they squelched that play so fast, can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And that's such a hard route to stop, man. That corner route by the tight end, you got a big, basically a big oversized wide receiver breaking out that can use his body to shield off the defender and make the catch. And that's why those corner routes can be deadly.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Atkins. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Makes the grab in their space. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Under fire. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
The run inside. It's Curtis. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Jenkins. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Creates a little room. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It was like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
pass rush. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Calls his own number. Maybe some room here. Avoids the punishment with the slide and a good gain on that run.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play.
Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This is why defensive coordinators have nightmares before playing against this specific quarterback. It's because of plays like that. What he can do to you and how he can strain and stress and hurt your defense with his ability to run the football.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he tags on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Moses. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He goes right back to the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Jackson gonna throw it. Throws it deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He tries to take the top off. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there.
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. There's some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the Buffalo Bulls.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
And it's the Red Hawks getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mid-American Conference.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On the run, it's raining. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Jenkins. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The quick out. Turns it on him. Snags it, and there's running room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Using his feet. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas State. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any.
Finding some room. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Using his legs, it's raining. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Right, the option, he keeps it. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Bobcats will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
They'll leave it with him. Hard running there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Jenkins. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. Whistles as we have a man down on the field.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the move, it's raining. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you route.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Moses. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Jenkins. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Bobcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Number 43 set to kick this one away.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's raining. Sweet cut there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 3. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, And he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically, already over 100 yards rushing, but look on the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to pass. Under fire. And down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game tonight.
And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And you're going to hear the boos coming in for this offense because, yeah, when it works, it's great. But 4th down and medium, you want to run the football, try to catch them off guard. A lot has to go right for that to happen.
Got a little grass. Makes it past the marker.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Ready? Come on! Ready! White, cut! Ready? Come on! Ready! Red 18! Red 18! Red, ready! Red 80! Red 80! But hot! Ready! Red 56! But hot! Hot, hot, hot! Here we go! But hot! Down! Ready! But hot! Ready, ready! Hot! Down! But hot, hot! Move! Red 20, hot! Ready! But hot! Ready! Blue 85! But hot! Hot, hot, hot! Here we go! Ready! Blue 30! Blue 30! But hot! Down. Ready? Black 14. Black, but hot. Ready, ready. Down. Up. Down. Ready. Blue, but hot.